somehow, some way, the New York Jets find a way to win a game when they have not won a game on the West Coast since 2016, when they are 2-12 on the road with Adam Gase as the head coach, and they are 17-point underdogs. They somehow win this game. Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary back with another video. And yeah, you could say I'm a little upset right now because the New York Jets, after starting 0-13, won and are currently not picking first overall, which is not a good thing. So let's jump right into this game because I am upset. You're upset. So let's vent and talk about it. So this game was a little bit weird from the get-go when the Rams get the ball to start and they go 3 and out. That was a little sketchy. So then they would punt the ball to the New York Jets, who march right down the field, and they would score a touchdown. Ty Johnson on a receiving touchdown. For the 8th game in a row, the New York Jets start with an opening drive touchdown, points, excuse me. This time it was a touchdown. They have settled for field goals and stuff like that in the past, but 8 games in a row with points on their opening drive. And then Adam Gase just completely usually goes into a shell after that, but there you go. So the Rams would get the ball back and they would go 3 and out, back-to-back 3 and outs. Should have known there that that was going to set the tone for the game, but anyway, I was holding on to a little bit of hope. So the Jets would get the ball back, and this time the Jets would go 3 and out. They had returned the favor as Darnold was sacked on 3rd down, so the Jets settled to punt the ball away. On the Rams' next possession, Quinnen Williams comes up with another sack, his 7th on the season. He played really good football, and you could make the case that he actually outplayed Aaron Donald, the best defensive player in the entire sport, which was wild, but we couldn't even enjoy that because the Jets were ruining the tank in the process. So when the Rams go to punt again for the 3rd time on their 3rd straight possession to open the game, the Jets block the punt and set themselves up with the ball on the 27-yard line. Braxton Berrios at the time, luckily, would drop a short touchdown pass. Really good throw from Sam Darnold into the end zone. Straight up drop from Braxton Berrios. So the Jets would settle for a field goal to go up 10-0. At this point, I'm thinking, okay, they're leaving points on the board. Maybe this is a good thing. The Rams could settle in and come right back and start getting a couple nice drives together and maybe keep this thing close. Well, no, because on the next Jets possession, you would get a Nathan Shepard sack, because of course you do. Then okay, on 4th down, John Franklin Myers jumps off sides, which let's talk about this play for a second before the big play on this drive. On 4th down, everyone knew they weren't going for it on that part of the field, but Franklin Myers still jumped off sides. We were waiting for McVay to call the timeout. He was running over the referee to call the timeout with 1 second left, but instead, Franklin Myers jumps off sides, and then Bryce Hall made a really good play, an acrobatic, athletic interception, and to me, he is showing that he can be a starter on the outside. No, maybe he's not a number 1 corner, but I do really like what I see out of Hall. On the other side, Blessuan Austin is not a starting cornerback. You absolutely need to attack this position in free agency and the draft, but at least we are seeing good things from Bryce Hall. So after getting the ball in great field position for the 2nd drive in a row, they would settle for another field goal. So okay, it's 13-0, but the Jets just left a ton of points on the board right there. Maybe the Rams could keep this thing close and come back. We need the Rams to come back. Instead, Goff looks terrible, continued to look bad throughout this game. Their drive stalls. The Jets would go 3 and out, and then they would punt the ball back to the Rams, who would actually drive down the field and settle for a field goal right before the end of the half. So 13-3 at halftime. Jets with a 10-point lead. Don't love that. The Jets get the ball to start, and I'm thinking, okay, quick 3 and out, give the Rams the ball, and let them get right back in this game. That's not what happened, though. The Jets methodically move the ball down the field. They have a prolonged drive. Perryman comes up with a big play on one of his rare catches at this point in the game. And on 3rd down and goal, they ran Frank Gore up the middle. He was stuffed, so it was 4th and goal from the 1, and they decide to go back to Gore, and he pounds it in behind Mekhi Becton, who threw a phenomenal block on this play. Yes, going up 20-3 on the back of Frank Gore was very upsetting. Not a little upsetting. It was very upsetting. But Mekhi Becton coming up with a huge block against Aaron Donald, that was cool to see. That gave me a little bit of joy, not going to lie. The Rams would then come back. Bless Austin was cooked multiple times on this possession. He did not look good at all. Woods would get the touchdown to make it a 10-point game. And just like that, don't look now, but in the 3rd quarter, it's a 10-point game instead of a 17-point game just a couple of minutes ago. The Jets had another really great drive in this quarter. Darnold was throwing the ball really well. They would settle for 3, though, so it's 23-10. Again, leaving points on the board. You're thinking with the way the Jets are moving the ball, they were destined to get in the end zone. Unfortunately, they would settle for 3, if you're looking at it through the Jets' perspective. But then the Rams would come right back, and they would end the 3rd quarter with a really big run with Woods to set them up with key field position. Bless Austin was called for his 3rd penalty of the game. He was awful. This guy is the tank king right now. And Goff would then hit Higbee in the end zone to make it a 23-17 game. And just like that, it's a one-possession game. The Rams are right back in it in the fourth quarter. Jets get the ball. Weska was called for a personal foul. I don't know how it was a personal foul penalty. I watched the play a million times. I watched the replay. I don't think he did that much, but thank God Trevon Weska was called with that personal foul because the Jets would then have to punt. Jabari Zuniga would jump off sides. Marcus May would bobble an interception that would turn into a reception and a first down for the Rams. It was like everything was pointing in the Rams' favor. It looked like they were going to come back, go out in front, and they would actually get on the field what looked like a touchdown from Cam Akers, a long run, but there was a holding penalty on the play, and the Rams would have to settle for 3 instead to make it 23-20. So the Jets get the ball after that. They go 3 and out, punt it back, and a huge return for the Rams. Man makes a game-saving tackle at this point, but still great field position for the Rams. They set themselves up in Jets territory. Would I have liked to see them run it back for a touchdown? Of course. I was rooting, probably the loudest I've rooted all season, which is really sad. But on that return, I was pretty pumped up because I thought, okay, the Rams are coming right back and they're going to go out in front. Weird play calls from Sean McVay on 3rd down and 4th down. Marcus May deflects the Jared Goff lob pass for they went for a deep shot on both 3rd and 4th down. Don't know why, but they did. And the Jets would get the Rams to turn it over on downs. Fantastic. The Jets would get the ball and they would actually pick up a couple of first downs on the back of Frank Gore, who did not have a good day. He had 22 carries and averaged 2.6 yards per attempt. I'm sorry, 23 carries, 59 yards, 2.6 yards per attempt. Not great. Absolutely not a good day for Frank Gore, but the Jets win on the back of Frank Gore because, of course, Adam Gase has to give one more parting gift to screw over the Jets and make their fans pissed off. So Sam Darnold finished 22 of 31 for 207 yards, 6.7 yards per attempt, a touchdown, no interceptions, 99.8 rating. He was okay. I thought he played a decent game. The yards per attempt, you'd like to be higher. Ty Johnson was good on the ground. He only had 3 carries, but 16 yards. Why he's not getting the ball more, I really don't know. I would like this guy to be on the team next year. I think he's a part of this running back trio going into next season. Crowder had 66 receiving yards. Herndon had 3 catches for 48 yards. Ty Johnson had 6 catches for 39 yards. Denzel Mims only had 3 catches for 18 yards. Would have liked to see him get more involved, but Jets are 1-13. They win this game 23-20. I'm feeling pretty numb right now. I don't know how to feel about this. It was a very weird game. It was a game where I thought the Jets had 0 chance whatsoever to win this game. But somehow, some way, they find a way to go on the road and potentially ruin the tank. The Jaguars hold the first overall pick as it stands right now. The Jaguars play the Bears and the Colts. The Bears at home next week is probably their best chance to win a game, where the Jets have the Browns at home and then have to go on the road to New England in Week 17. Not great. Not a good spot to be in. Sound off in the comments down below. Subscribe if you're new, and we'll see because I don't know how to feel right now.